Barclay, you decided to come to Keeneland early. What was the decision behind that?
I wanted him to get a feel of the racetrack, so we were able to get a couple workouts over it, and so far so good.
If he likes the track, he really likes the track. We saw that at Saratoga, and it seems like he really likes the track here at Keeneland.
Well, I only saw one he didn't like, and that's the only 2 times he was beaten, so can make excuses, but both of them were wet, and I don't know whether it was that he didn't like or just the track surface itself. I have a feeling it was the track surface because he didn't look like he was handling it right, you know.
And what do we do now? Well, we got the draw on Monday. What do we do the rest of the week now?
Gallop him a mile and a half up till Saturday, and Saturday morning I'll do a little something with him, loosen him up, and he doesn't run till 6 o'clock at night or something.
What is it meant to you to have a horse like this come into your barn?
Well, we picked him out and bought him, so that was nice. Isn't that what we all live for? You know, I was just fortunate enough to live long enough to have a couple of good ones. So.
Obviously, there's comparisons to Funny Cide, obviously both being New York breds, but I mean the two of them, him and this one, probably they couldn't be more different than each other.
No, they had their differences. They were different type of horses, really. But both of them were fast. They got to be fast, and they got to like to do it. One of my real favorites was that horse Showing Up. I bought him for $60,000 at Timonium, and he just loved it. He could hobble out there with a leg bothering him or a foot bothering him, or he got kicked one time on the turf course. He got kicked right on the stifle, and he could hardly use that leg. You put him in that gate, and he never thought about it. He'd just go wire to wire.
I mean, does Tiz the Law kind of reminds you of that a little bit? I mean, just his toughness and his grit. I mean, the Champagne as a 2-year-old off the maiden win.
Fortunately, that's a maiden race too, though. You know? I mean, it really is when you think of that. But you know, he's a fast horse, and he concentrates on it. He does well, and you couldn't ask for a nicer horse, really. I mean, he's a good feeler, and I keep Juan with him all the time. He's a big, strong guy, and I use Heather to breeze him and Robin to exercise him. So Robin rides him more than anybody. She rides him 6 days a week, all year round, every year. So.
And I mean, I think that's something that's so key here to have family around, like Robin and Heather, and then I mean Juan's been with you for so long now. I mean, it's a big deal to have that. It's not just kind of a revolving door like you see someplace.
Yeah, and they're good too. You know, I mean, there's nobody better than Juan for anything you want done, whether you want to put in a whole electrical outfit or whether you want to groom a horse. He's the best.
I mean, and then finally, look, I mean, you've won so many big races as a jump jockey. You've won so many big races as a trainer. What would it mean to win a Breeders' Cup race?
Mean everything, because I've never won one. Mean everything.